files by printer. The files released by the US Department of Justice appear to show that he forwarded UK government documents and other commercial information to Epstein when he was a government trade employee. There have also been claims by women that they were brought to the UK for sex with the former prince. This led to scrutiny of Buckingham Palace's responses to the various accusations against the King's brother. Here's the BBC's analysis editor, Rosa Atkins.
Ever since the Epstein files were published by the US Department of Justice, BBC News has been asking questions of the royal family. Buckingham Palace has talked of King Charles's profound concern at allegations relating to Andrew Windsor and Jeffrey Epstein. But there are a number of outstanding questions. First, does the palace have records for guests to royal properties who may have been connected to Jeffrey Epstein? Until this year, Andrew lived at Royal Lodge, Windsor. Until 2019, he had an office at Buckingham Palace. Based on Epstein's emails, it appears he was well. In 2010, Epstein emails one person saying, "I'll be having dinner at Buckingham Palace tomorrow. Want to join?" He later exchanged emails with Anne, referring to 3 women, writing, "Should I bring them all, so as to add some life?" We don't know if Epstein did dine at the palace, but later he emailed Anne, "Great fun, more later," he said. "Yes, please." Remember, it's not that Epstein had been convicted of soliciting sex from a minor. Recently, one woman said Epstein flew into the UK to have sex with her. She allegedly began to happen in Royal Lodge in 2010, and then afterwards she was given a tour of Buckingham Palace and tea. Andrew hasn't responded to these accusations, but has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. We asked the palace about records of those who've been on its properties. It declined to comment. Next, were concerns raised with the palace about Andrew's conduct as a UK trader. Andrew held this role from 2001 to 2011 and visited many countries, including China. This image and others was sent to Epstein by an aide of Andrew's, David Stern. Stern was in regular touch with Epstein. He's previously not responded to BBC requests for comment. Andrew also appears to have forwarded confidential reports on UK trade and investment to Epstein. The 10th release says,
Okay, that's nice.
The palace says, if need be, it stands ready to support the release. There were concerns about Andrew's conduct as trade envoy raised with the palace at the time. The palace declined to comment. We also asked about Virginia Gifford, who took her own life last year. She alleged she was flown to London by Epstein in 2001, when 17 years old, and that on this occasion, and 2 others, she was forced to have sex with Andrew. He denies this. In 2022, Andrew settled a civil case with Gifford. It's been suggested that members of the royal family, in particular the late Queen, helped finance this. We asked the palace if this was the case. It declined to comment. We also asked if Charles was involved in discussions with Andrew ahead of the settlement. The palace declined to comment. This settlement came 3 years after Andrew's infamous news claims. Andrew said he had no contact with Epstein when he was serving his first jail sentence, and that he'd ceased all contact with Epstein in 2010. The Epstein files showed that neither. At the time, the palace know that some of Andrew's answers were inaccurate. The palace declined to comment. Previously, the palace has said that Majesty's thoughts and sympathies have been and remain with the victim of any and all forms of abuse. And the palace has distanced itself. He's been stripped of his titles, he's moved out of the Royal Lodge, albeit to another royal vault. Andrew Windsor denies any wrongdoing. But as the allegations are mounted, he's declined to respond in detail. And publicly at least, the king hasn't called his brother. The palace is offering to assist the police, but over the years he's had many opportunities to publicly share details of what it did or didn't know about Andrew's alleged conduct. So far, it's not done.
That was the BBC's Rosa Atkins there. Let's bring you some breaking news now on those negotiations between Russia and Ukraine. We have received this post on X by President Vladimir Zelensky. He says, among other things, the humanitarian track is to be discussed today. He says that daily steps will exchange of prisoners of war and the release of civilians. So this is breaking news coming in
Hi, Sunday.
X from President Volodymyr Zelensky, who says as part of those ongoing negotiations between Russia and Ukraine to open 5 there will be discussing steps for
18.
the exchange of prisoners of war and the very latest on that as soon as around the world. This is serious. Cycling is my form of self-expression. It's my place of participating free, participating. She obtained it's the cornerstone of excellence to make sure that women give people opportunity to showcase what they
Yes, 18 minutes.
campaign
1 and 8.
not just shift the status quo, changing the future.
I'm saying 18 closer. Oh, okay. Okay.
The police chief leading the search for Nancy Guthrie in the US state of Arizona says he believes she's being held close to her home. The 84-year-old mother of the presenter Samantha
Oh,
Guthrie was taken
very
to
young.
Mexico. The sheriff, Chris Nanos, says he believed the kidnapping was targeted and condemned what he called sensationalized media coverage. He's been speaking to the BBC's North American correspondent, David Willis.
No match on the DNA from the FBI database, apparently. How much of a blow is that? How much of a setback, if any?
No, I mean, it's like to get hit, but it's not setback at all. We'll continue to look at that. There's an opportunity maybe to use some genealogy work with it, but there's more DNA work that needs to be done.
So you haven't given up.
Still a baby.
No, not at all. We run all these down until we have one more year. And that's, what, 40,000?
And what is the relationship, if any, with the DNA from the Patsy Guthrie's house? Is there still a chance that that DNA could lead to a suspect?
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, now that for me the priority is that house, that place. We have DNA found at a club that's 2 miles away, but you could have clubs that are about 5 or 6 miles away. We have, like I said, 40,000 leads. You have to start prioritizing those leads. You know, the little thing to me, 50 leads for me are